high on life. If you were there and tuned in, or if you watched a recording, or even if you didn't, it was a good game. Highly would recommend it, or would highly recommend it. I finished it in 4 streams that were roughly 2.5 to 3 hours long. So I dare say it took about, let's just give it about 10 to 12 hours. I could have fully clocked it in terms of gotten all the humans, the Lugloxes, and all the other little bits and bobs that were in the game. There's a fair few different little Easter eggy kind of things. But I chose to pretty much leave it at the end of the story. I even got the secret ending. So it's not like I just skimped out and finished as soon as I could. There we go. Just shared it on the old personal Facebook. So feel free to jump on in, guys, and help me choose a new game. Keen. Super keen. So this new game, most likely going to be a game that I will end up reviewing. So I want to make it something that's, want to hopefully pick something that's going to be worthwhile reviewing. Now, I do have a massive list of games, all kinds of games, but definitely looking at doing something very indie-y. That would be the goal. So what I'll do is I'll give it a brief second or two just to see if anyone wants to jump on and give me a hand. Give me a hand, guys. Give me just one of these. To figure out picking which game to play next. I will actually get a screen up for you guys regarding helping me choose my game. Yes, we're getting people trickling in now. So what I'll do, guys, I'm just going to create a new little pop-up box, screen capture, and I'll get it to capture my second screen. This bad boy. I'm going to shrink-a-rooney it. There we go. There we bloody go. And I'll put it down so it's not covering my ugly mug. Is that alright? You're bloody right? No, it's not. No, I need to put it a bit higher. I'm going to move this. And I'm going to move that. Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to make these extra big and strong. So you guys can help me choose. So be vocal, guys. Be super duper vocal. Is there a way for me to zoom that in even more? Let's do this. Ooh, that's nice and zoomy. Nice and zoomed in. So, if you see anything there you likey, guys, let me know. So this is my indies. Now, I've got shitloads more, to be perfectly honest. This is just what I've happened to download recently from my various sources of gaming. So I use... what do I use? I use Steam, I use Game Pass, or Xbox PC Game Pass, as well as EA Play. So I've got a few different areas to source my gameage from. I also have some first-person shooters, RPGs, and RTSs. However, I really want to try and pick something indie. The only game I'll potentially consider that isn't indie, guys, is this game, which is... It says Hibiki here, but it's Hi-Fi Rush. I don't know if you guys have heard of Hi-Fi Rush, but what I'm going to do, les akiri, I'm going to open up Hi-Fi Rush for you. Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush. So, this is Hi-Fi Rush, guys. Just came out, what is this? 4 days ago. Overwhelmingly positive. Not just positive. Overwhelmingly positive. So, yeah, guys, if you would like me to play that, perhaps that could be a good game. It looks quite the funs. Where is a... There we go. So this is a potential game to play. You play as a guy who wants to be a rock star kind of thing in a weird world, as you can see. Very weird and cartoony. Very good graphics, by the way, if you like that anime, cel-shaded... Sunset Overdrive-y. There's another game that actually looks very similar to this. Old school game. If you know what it is, feel free to pop it in the chat. It's where you roll around. You're on rollerblades. I don't know how to explain it, but if you know the game, it should hopefully hit you quickly. It even sounds a bit like Hi-Fi Rush, I think, but it's not. This game does look pretty good. I would be interested in playing it, hence why I downloaded it and have it. But this is probably the only non-indie game that I would be interested in giving a crack. Because otherwise, yeah, I'd rather do something indie-y. Hence why my reviews are more indie-based. So this one does look like it would be a pretty good game to play. So more than happy to play that. Again, I have it already downloaded, so I can easily jump on in if we like it. If we are ready to play. Otherwise, guys, I have games like Eastward, which looks quite nice. Not bad, good sauce. So in this game, I think it's like a warm story of this girl who has kind of like superpowers, who's like an orphan, and she's on the run from something. I have no idea. In fact, I should probably read the blurb. Welcome to the charming world of Eastward, or Eastward. Population declining. Journey through a society on the brink of collapse. Discover delightful towns, strange creatures, and even stranger people. Wield a trusty frying pan and mystic powers on an adventure into the unknown. So this is a potential game that could be very fun. Indie, very, very charming graphics. Pixel graphics too, which are up my alley. I really have a soft spot for pixel, euphoric graphics, nostalgic graphics. You know, there's something about this style of graphics that throws me back into being a kid, where I grew up in the era of Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega, all those ancient technologies now. So these kind of games definitely tickle my fancy. So this one's an option. Look at that. That is fantastic. It's even got a bit of a Howl's Moving Castle Studio Ghibli kind of vibe. I think it's a fantastic looking game. So I would be very interested in giving this game a go. We have Don't Starve, which is a pretty classic-y kind of game, made by Cly Entertainment, who are the people that made Oxygen Not Included. So that could be a potential one, because Oxygen Not Included is a fun game. However, it is a extremely hard game to get your head around. This may not be like that, probably is. This is also an option for a game that I could play. It's a bit of a survivalist, open world, crafting, 2D game. Could be good, but in the meantime, let's have a look at what else there is. Katana Zero. So this one's a bit of a funky one. Super funky, retro, ninja kind of style game. Where you play as this samurai guy. I don't know. It's pixel graphics too. Again, I like pixel. Metroidvania, or at least 2D platformer style. So this is very different. As you can see, you've even got the little ninja run going on. You can do ninja slashes or samurai Ronin slashes. You go into discos and stuff. As you can see from the button set, you can equip different things and use different weapons and tools by the looks of it. And you've got, I guess, a form of magic or something. There's a timer there, not sure what that's about. But ultimately, this game looks like another one of potential. So we could potentially look at playing this game too. It does look pretty interesting. And again, I am a big fan for pixel-based graphics, so that's definitely possible. So far we've looked at Eastward, we've looked at Don't Starve, we've looked at Katana Zero, and again, I'm interested also in a non-indie game, Hi-Fi Rush, which only came out 4 days ago, which has overwhelmingly positive reviews already. And my beast of a computer isn't just for indie games, it is in fact pretty much, you know, all powered up to play just about any single game maxed out. So I really probably could play something with a little bit more oomph like this. There's Kraken Academy, which looks super quirky. Really not too sure if I want to play this game, but it's there as an option if you guys feel like it is interesting enough. It says here, make friends, free spirits, and make sure that the world doesn't end. Welcome to Kraken Academy, a Technicolor fever dream that is, for legal reasons, can only be described as technically a school. Join forces with a magical Kraken to save the world. Very positive, very interesting. Again, pixel-esque, nostalgic graphics. Not necessarily for kids, as you can tell. Don't talk to me, asshole, which is good. I'm not a kid, you know, that's good for me. And I'm going to guess most of you guys aren't kids either. So, that's another option. Otherwise, guys, there's all kinds of games that I really could play. That's my Facebook. I've got, so these are the RPGs, which again, only RPG I'm kind of interested in playing is Hi-Fi Rush. Indie game-wise, we've got a bit. We already played Atomicrops. Beacon Pines is there. Before We Leave is there. Bug Fables apparently is really good. Cryofall, Dicey Dungeons, Dome Keeper, which we've already played. Don't Starve, which we've looked at. Eastwood, that we've looked at. Garden Story, which is apparently pretty good. Katana Zero, which we looked at. Kraken Academy, that we looked at. We clocked Nobody Saves the World, or at least finished it. Outcore is like a weird game that I probably don't really want to stream. I think it interacts with your desktop, which is a weird kind of quirky game, but it was free, I think, or at least super cheap, so I thought I'd grab it. Oxygen Not Included, which we've played a lot, and I want to have a bit of a break from. Quest Hunter, Secrets of Grindia, which is quite good, but it's an early access game, so I really want to stream that once it's out. Soldiers, which is definitely another game, which I thought I would have had up there. So I'll quickly show you that. Soldiers is another option. Soldiers here, which is definitely another option. It's got mixed reviews, which is a bit uncomfortable to look at, because I was actually really excited for this game to come out. One of the channels that inspired me to make a YouTube channel, also known as Splattercat Gaming, they did a review on this, which I was up very late one night, just chilling, and I happened to see this game, and I thought, shit, yeah, I put it on my wish list, but it's a shame that it doesn't really have the greatest reviews. Hopefully something pops up soon, which allows this to get much, 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 much better ratings and, you know, all that stuff and reviews. So that could be potential. I'm still interested in potentially giving that a crack, even if it's just a one-sessioner. And then there's The Forest and Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, which is a shithouse game. I'll probably delete that. I don't usually delete games because I have plenty of terabytes on my PC. But that game, unimpressed there. It's got like 9 or 10. I'm going to do a review on it. I'm going to tear it apart in that review. Tell you what. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Don't waste your money. So, if any of you guys want to chime on in, feel free to. If you don't, I will jump the gun and do it myself, which is absolutely fun. I'm probably leaning towards either Eastward, maybe Soldiers, or Hi-Fi Rush. It's pretty much between those three guys, so I'll minimize the other windows. That one. Unless if you saw one of those other games and went, oh shit, yeah, play that, then obviously I would be interested in having a sush. But Eastward, Hi-Fi Rush, which just came out 4 days ago, or Soldiers. So I have all three of these games all ready to go. If any of those games tickle your fancy, I'd be keen. The only issue is that if I do play one of these games, and it's a long-ass game, I'll probably have to lock myself into the hot seat and play it. So it will be a game that you'll be seeing on this channel more as we go. Soldiers looks kind of cool. This will probably only be a once-off kind of game, only because it's got mixed reviews. I'm just curious to see what it's about. And if you guys are too, then this might be a good stream for you guys to follow if you want me to play it. Otherwise, Hi-Fi Rush and Eastward are there. So again, if either of those games tickle your fancy, then let me know. Very happy to give either of those games a go for you guys. But again, I'm probably leaning towards one of these three. Let's open up a screenshot of each one. Yes. Thank you. Oh, I just had a bit of a fruit delivery, guys. Oh, pineapple and watermelon. Had a nice little shoulder session in the gym today. Made a little bit of gains. If there's any kind of gains on the screen. So, trying to get some good foods in. Oh, you been a little bit of chocolate? Naughty boy. I am. But yes, I love a good fruit during my little streaming sessions. So, we've got this game, or this game. So, let me think. What am I leaning towards, guys? Can we have a look at these? This one doesn't look too bad. Again, it looks kind of good, but I'm pretty sure it is a roguelite. Isn't it? Isn't it? Souls-like. Definitely indie. Indie. Beat 'em up. Again, I want to play this game, and I am super keen. The only issue is that I will have to lock myself into roughly several streams to clock this game, because I'm pretty sure this game requires roughly 30 hours just to clock it at a base level. And if I'm using the term clock it wrong, I apologize. But it's, well, I mean finish it. The game. How many hours does it take to finish Eastward? Eastward hours to finish. Oh, it's just as long. 29 hours for 100% completion. Is it really 30 hours? I finished it and it took me a little less than 20 hours. Hi-Fi Rush. How many hours? You will likely spend about 15 hours, 20 hours playing. Oh, so this game could be done in a couple weeks of streaming. 2 weekies. You know what? Whoa. It's coming down to these 2 games. What are you doing there? Actually, no, keep that up. I want to look at that one later. Minimize. Yeah, guys. So, Hi-Fi Rush or Eastward. Hi-Fi Rush or Eastward. I'm going to switch Rooney back to my YouTube, my other channel, my normal channel. I want to do like a poll or something. I'm really bad at decisions, guys. Help! Which game? Which game? Oh, which one? Help me, guys. They mostly positive? Boring? I was told there was a great ending, so I bought it for that. I slogged through a lot of filler content between hitting every creature under the sun with a frying pan. Somehow I unintentionally romanced a woman in a day. What? In a day, and left her on red just as fast. I made it through the slog of fetch and honey-do quests in New Dam. Tolerated the monkeys with flashlights on their heads. I delivered the same packages to the same 3 people 3 times. I got to the time tower, blah, 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 blah. Would have made a cute cartoon. It is not an exciting game. Ooh. I'm starting to understand the tired of quirky Earthbound RPGs. Crowd a little bit more because of... Not looking good for Eastward. I will play this at some point, but I kind of want to just stream something exciting. So you know what, guys? I think we have it. I think we are going to stream Hi-Fi Rush. So without further ado, I'm actually going to restart this stream. Now that we're done, we've decided what we want. I'm going to restart it so that people who do happen to come across the name on Twitch can jump aboard and join in, because it just says just chatting for now. So I'm going to end this stream. And when you see this stream pop up next,